Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. So the thing is, a few things actually really quick. This should be the final video that I actually record in this really shitty setting. Mainly because, I've got my new computer. It's actually all set up. I've got WoW on it. I'm just going to have to download Discord, the add-ons, set up my UI, and download OBS for some recording, and then I should be good. Maybe get a webcam again. Maybe I'll get a webcam. Maybe I won't. Not too sure about that yet. I don't think I need a webcam. With the upcoming changes, I should be able to stream pretty well. I tested it out, right? Like, WoW's not fully downloaded, but it was downloaded enough for me to log on to my low-level character. I put it on maximum settings, and on the docks of Stormwind, I was getting about 100 FPS maxed out. So it maxed out at 100 FPS. Once I started casting stuff and moving, it went down to about 85, 95, somewhere around there. So there's that. Still really great, though. So the second thing I want to talk about is, while I will be playing WoW, a realization actually hit me. And it happens with a lot of players, right? Like when they're like, oh, I'm really good, and then they just kind of go there and they're content with it. And that's what happened with me. I wouldn't say I was content with how I was playing. I would say that I grew complacent. So in Legion, for a while, I was trying to push Windwalker Monk as hard as I could push it. I tried to go for as many rankings as I could, despite the fact that RNG was a bitch, farming past raids for great trinkets was a bitch, which will not be a thing right now. The trinkets are just shit in Uldir. Like, there's no going around that. The only good weapon out of Uldir is the fist weapon, and I can't get that to drop for the life of me because it's on fucking Gahoon. And even if I were to get normal Gahoon down again, which isn't an issue, fucking, like, getting that weapon to drop would be a pain in the ass. So I grew complacent, and my skills slipped. Like, I was getting a few things wrong, like, oh, well, I'll just choose this talent for whatever, because 90% of the time, like, your talent choices as a Windwalker Monk is fine. And I saw the guide on Peak of Serenity. It's like, oh, your stats are pretty close to one another. You want, like, crit, mastery, versatility, stuff like that. It's like, oh, cool. So go crit, mastery, just, like, stack that shit up. Fuck versatility. Didn't even fucking take into account versatility. Here's the reason why I should have taken into account versatility. Because versatility is the best stat for a Windwalker Monk. But for the last years, I've been playing with some kind of lag. Hopefully that's been fixed, at least temporarily, until I get the hard line. So there's that. But more recently, it's like, oh, as soon as 8.1 hit, actually, it's like, oh, versatility's my best stat. And I just spent all of today, like, it didn't hit me until now. It's like, there have been a lot of times where it's like upgrades were possible, but only in 8.1. 8.1 is the reason why all these upgrades I have are there, right? Like, so the war mode, kill 25 horde, get a 370 piece. 370 piece, not always an upgrade, but there's a chance it's Azerite armor, which means Titan Residuum, but there's a chance it is an upgrade. I got 3 upgrades today. Do the emissary quest, now that it's 370 cash, that means, oh, could be an upgrade for me. It might not be Azerite armor. I don't need Azerite armor unless it's got the Fury of Zuen trait, which kind of fucks me over when we're talking about Rune of Origination later, but, okay. Do that. Do the incursion, invasion, assault, whatever. That's extra gear. Do the Dark Soul thing. That's going to be 385 gear tomorrow, because it should be up by tomorrow before the reset for New Year's. Do the Ibis World boss when that opens up. That's 385. I think I need the Azerite armor off of him, because I'm fairly certain it has Fury of Zuen. So I need that, and that's going to be an upgrade because that's 385 gear. Run Mythic Pluses. I ran one earlier this expansion. Like, oh, that's nice, but now there's actual reward for it. So I'm going to be running those as soon as fucking Season 2 hits. And it's like, I'm going to try to push it. Do a little bit. I've been doing the Island Expedition weekly thing ever since 8.1 hit, simply because the treasure map can give Titan Residue. Like, even without artifact knowledge, or Azerite knowledge, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's boost. Like, without that boost, I'm still, I just reached, like, level 34. It's like, I could have reached that if I actually put effort in and completed my weekly every time before then, did the dailies. I slacked. I became complacent because I'm like, I'm in this guild, this is as good as it's going to get, this is as good as I need to get. I don't play with DBM. That's not a secret either. I haven't played with DBM for the entirety of this expansion. I have successfully killed bosses, successfully guessed when a mechanic was going to hit, successfully countered it, bloody fucking blah. I basically played successfully even without DBM, showing that it's not needed. Am I saying, oh, I'm super high, hardcore, high level? No, I'm not. I'm actually a shit player compared to what I used to be, and it sucks. And I'm, like, correcting that now. I reworked my gear, got the upgrades, like, did some new enchanting stuff, leveled up my cooking so I could always have my own food. And it's like, this is what I've got. Everything enchanted, with no fuck-ups. Like, even with the straight mastery that I get from the 390 Doomhowl trinket, I'm still doing good. Only thing I can hope for is to try and, like, maybe start farming the conquest and get shit for, like, the PvP trinket, which is the best trinket that I can get. It's the only thing I can really think there. At least until the next raid comes out, it's the best trinket I can get. Maybe one of those trinkets will outperform it in my 390, but I highly doubt it, at least for now. I've got versatility gems, I've got versatility enchants. I've replaced by downgrading the stamina, and a lot of people might not like this because it hurts my item level down, yo. I'm no longer 374, I'm only 370. I replaced one of the non-stamina ring, one of the high item level rings that I had, sacrificing only stamina for a 320 ring that had a shit ton of versatility, allowing me to gem it with versatility and enchant it with versatility. Now I'm sitting at a flat 12% unbuffed via Vantis rune versatility. What was I hitting, like, what was I sitting at before then? With a Vantis rune, 10%. Just enough to give myself the bonus from Reorigination Array, which set me up to 24%. So, for Windwalker Monks, that shit matters. For Reorigination Array, and I was looking at this, I'm like, I've got this now. Like, before I even had that, the few fucking raid kills that I did, the like 1 or 2 bosses that we downed as a group before we got there. We downed Vectis, we downed like the first 3 bosses. Few things that I did after I got that Fury of Zuen trait, after I worked around that Fury of Zuen trait, filled up my stacks before the raid pull the boss, pop everything, hope that Fury of Zuen procs, and procs within Touch of Death. Everything I did, I boosted my DPS by, I shit you not, about 10k. Which means this entire time, my DPS has been 10k lower than it could have been. Not really, because, 8.1 came out, and so that's the new trait. General idea is that I have been shitty compared to what I used to be. And a lot of players are like that. A lot of players kind of grow content. Be it, I want to use this talent because I prefer it over the other talent. And one person I know does that with a talent that requires you to be really fucking active with it and go out of your way to set it off, and they don't set it off. So it's essentially a dead talent. It's like, yeah, this could be a big DPS increase. Just switch over to this. You won't have to fuck yourself over. And it's like, I'm going to go there. I'm going to get back to it. One of my buddies, he's like, hey man, I was told I should start streaming. He's like, man, get the hardline set up. We can start streaming. We're going to stream not just, wow, I want to stream 7 days to die. I want to stream Supreme Commander 2. Those are some fun fucking games. And my buddy's like, oh, but I'm not entertaining. It's like, dude, you can be entertaining. It's like, you just gotta not worry about it. You can do it, man. You can do it. So my goal for rating next year, because this year is almost over, my New Year's resolution, one could say, is to just become as good as I was before. I did not have high world rankings as my monk. I had a kind of high trash boss world rank on my paladin. And I want to get there. I want to beat that. I want to beat, like, you know, ranking high on a pure AoE class, on a pure, like, trash boss like Hellfire Soul. I want to beat that ranking. So my goal is a top 500 DPS rank, like a 92. Give me a 92 percentile DPS rank on my fucking monk and I'll be happy. That's all it is. So, I mean, a lot of other people I know have become complacent in their playstyles. They've pointed it out. So if you guys, like, if any of the people watching this, which is like one person, like, just think about it. Think about, like, what you can do and go for it. Because I fell into the trap of complacency and I feel shitty about it now, because thinking about it, all those wipes that were at like 1% on certain bosses, like, they could have been made up by me. All those times I died, and all those times ads needed to die just a little bit faster, kind of on me, because I fucked up. So I fucked up like 9 to 16 other people's time. Sucked. I will do better. So you're going to see some recordings. I might not stream rating until I get everything set up, but overall, the Wi-Fi connection's much better. The hardline connection should be great. I posted pictures of the computer that I was using, which was like 3 feet tall, basically. Yeah, 2.5, 3 feet tall. And the one that I've got now, it's like 1.5 feet. That's a pretty big difference. Mine's like so much better. So much better. I've got the most badass back screen on it. It's gonna be great. I can't wait to start recording on it. I got my new headset. Fucking plug in the mic. It's like A-OK, man. A-OK. Fucking set up Google OneDrive. It's all good. So I'll see you guys on my desktop with like much better syncing of like gameplay and talking, hopefully, because my phone's shit.